Now sometimes you may come across problems in which there may be specific language used. So I'm just coming up to this point. Now let us say the language goes like this: 20% rupees 100 shares at rupees 120. So what does this actually mean? What is this percentage which they are talking about? The percentage which is written over here, this is nothing but the percentage of dividend. I have just talked about dividend. So this is the rate of dividend. 20% is the rate of dividend. Now after that, what is this rupees 100? Rupees 100 shares. What does this mean? This means that nominal value of the share is 100 rupees. And at rupees 120 means these 100 rupees shares, or the shares whose nominal value is 100 rupees, those shares are now being sold at 120 rupees. So this 120 rupees is nothing but the market value of the share. So whatever comes first percentage, this will be the dividend. After that, whatever rupees are written, these will be nominal value, and the last whatever is written, that will be the market value. So let us take another example. Let us say 30% rupees 10 shares at rupees 12. So if I say like this, that means that the rate of dividend is 30%, 10 rupees is the nominal value, and 12 rupees is the market value. So now we have also learnt about the language used. So now we come to the formulae. What are the formulae which we can use in this chapter on shares and dividend? So the first formula, it is a very simple formula. Suppose I go to the market and I want to buy some shares, and each one of the shares is costing 10 rupees. So market value of each share is 10 rupees, and I want to buy 5 shares. So number of shares which I need to buy is 5. So if one share is costing 10 rupees and I have to buy 5 shares, it can easily be concluded that I need 50 rupees for buying 5 shares. If market value of one share is 10 and I want to buy 5 shares, then I need 50. So these 50 rupees which I need are called as sum invested. We can also say this as investment. So first formula which we can have is this, that sum invested is equal to market value of one share multiplied by number of shares. So this is the first formula, market value of one share multiplied by the number of shares. This is the first formula. Now same way we can have this formula in another form also. We can say like this also, that market value of one share, this is nothing but sum invested or the investment upon number of shares. If I want number of shares, I can again write the same formula in a different form. I can say that number of shares will be nothing but sum invested upon market value of one share. Now let us come to the second formula. We already know this formula, we already learned this formula. So now let us come to the second formula. The second formula is for income. I have already explained you the concept of dividend. That dividend will be nothing but income of a person. Suppose I invested 10 rupees in the company, and after each year I am getting back 2 rupees from the company. So those 2 rupees will be considered as income. So therefore the formula for income, sometimes this income may be also the same as total dividend received. There may be, these two may be different also, but in most of the cases income will be taken as the total dividend. So it is nothing but income will be equal to number of shares. Income will be number of shares into nominal value of each share into the dividend rate. Just to give you an example, let us say that the dividend rate is 20% and nominal value of a share is 100 rupees and the number of shares which a person has is 5. So if number of shares are 5, nominal value is 100 rupees and the dividend rate is 20 rupees, what will be his income at the end of 1 year? This income sometimes may be also written as annual income. So his annual income from the dividend, it will be this. Firstly we write here number of shares, which is 5. Then we write here nominal value of each share, which is 100 rupees. And then we write the dividend rate. Dividend rate here is 20%. So therefore we will write that as 20 upon 100. So this 100 will get cancelled out. So the total income which he will receive from 5 shares will be 20 into 5, which will be 100 rupees. You can easily understand this as a concept of percentage also, because if nominal value is 100, this nominal value is for each share. So each share is having nominal value 100 and 20% of 100, which is 20 rupees. So he will get back 20 rupees from one share, and therefore from 5 shares he will get back 100 rupees. So in this case annual income is going to be 100 rupees. Now this is the formula for income. We also have another formula which is for income percent. Sometimes it is necessary to calculate income in terms of percentage. So income percent is nothing but income upon investment into 100. Like in this case, let us say annual income is 100 rupees and he had invested 1000 rupees in the company. So if he had invested 1000 rupees in the company, then it will be 100 upon 1000 into 100. So therefore it will be 10%. So his income percent is going to be 10%. So there is this formula, income percent. Income percent is nothing but income upon investment into 100. So we already have this first formula, or the third formula I should say. Income percent is equal to income upon investment into 100. Then we also have this formula, which says that income on the annual income, it will be the same as total dividend. So number of shares into nominal value of each share into the dividend rate. This is another formula, and one more formula which we had learnt earlier for the sum invested. So sum invested is nothing but number of shares into market value of each share. So we have already learnt all these three formulae. Now apart from these formulae, these actually you can solve all the problems using these three formulae, but sometimes to make any particular problem simple, we can use one more formula. So let us see what is that one more formula. So that formula is rate of dividend or the dividend rate into nominal value, that is equal to income percent into market value. This is the formula. Dividend rate into nominal value, that will be equal to income percent into market value. So sometimes we may also use this formula in more complex problems, just to keep the calculation simple and not to use too many formulae. We may use this formula and we may be getting a simple answer for the problem. So this is another formula. So in all we have these four formulae, and using these four formulae we can solve any problem. So we will now take up a sample problem from this.